Hello everyone, my name is Lord Jerome. I am the cartoon god, and today I'm going to be talking about certain cartoons and anime that have been taken off due to injustice by people who are easily offended. I'm talking about parents and viewers who have bad taste. We have been living in a sensitive society for far too long where certain anime and cartoons have been taken down because the viewers didn't want children being exposed to certain things that weren't really there. Cartoon characters that walked around without clothes on, like Sonic the Hedgehog and his friends, they don't really have anything to show, and yet people with sick minds would view them as having private parts. Let's take Sonic SatAM from 1993 to 1994. That was originally a kids' show, but the characters walked around without clothes on. Sonic and Sally Acorn, who were the main characters of the show, at times kissed each other on the lips. Parents didn't want their children exposed to that, despite that there was nothing all that inappropriate about kissing. In my opinion, at least. I didn't watch the show when it was during that time, but when I was able to watch it years later, thanks to some people uploading it online, or due to a Blockbuster video. But I find it appalling that some cartoons of the modern day are considered suitable for children, and they're so terrible, in my opinion. Uncle Grandpa, The Amazing World of Gumball, and many others. People need to grow up and stop seeing so many inappropriate stuff in video and stop overanalyzing it. Just enjoy the cartoons and the anime for what they are, not as something inappropriate that's meant to offend people. It really is sickening that certain TV shows were taken down because people were easily offended. If I had my way, I would have made it illegal to discontinue TV shows just because people were easily offended. I'm not saying that it's okay to offend people, but you shouldn't have discontinued certain TV shows just because you were easily offended. Do you know how much money went into creating such content? It probably costed millions of dollars, and people were easily offended by it, causing the workers, the voice actors, to be put out of a job easily because people were easily offended. It sickens me that this continues to this day, even during this pandemic. There was an anime that I loved watching back in the past called Bobobo Bobobo. Apparently the people back in Japan had a PTA conference because it was too inappropriate. That just proves that the world is too sensitive. And it needs to stop. There's nothing I can do about it, but if there were any supporters with me, I'm sure they would agree that people need to stop being so sensitive and stop seeing such inappropriate stuff that isn't really there in the anime or cartoons. I have been reading One Piece here. This is volume 57. So far I'm at Paramount War. This has been an enjoyable manga, and the anime is still ongoing, so I don't really see how it's terrible. But I've heard that some people think it is. But it's not terrible. Let's also address... Hold on a second. Let's try to address some of the modern day cartoons. Like, why are some people finding them acceptable, but the cartoons of the past were so inappropriate? Like, what made them inappropriate? Was it really the message? Did people really have to look for hidden messages in it to be so offended? Why couldn't they just enjoy the cartoon for what it was? I don't think the creator's intention was to offend people. Now, I know that Family Guy, which is an adult cartoon, does have a lot of offensive stuff in it. Even though none of it offends me, except for the meg abuse, because I don't really think that's funny. It's been going on for so many years that people need to stop thinking that's funny. It's never been funny. Neither is where Quagmire admitted that he hates Brian. Nobody cares that he hates Brian. At all, though. That entire rant didn't make any sense whatsoever. It was completely illogical. Oh yes, people have also said that Dragon Ball Super is terrible. I don't really believe that. That's not terrible at all. It's actually very enjoyable. People just have terrible taste in anime. There's also been fights between sub lovers and dub lovers. In my opinion, they're both equally good. But if I hear and watch an anime in English dub, then I only want to hear it in my native language. If I have to read an anime, then I'm just going to collect the manga like the One Piece volume I had just showed you. Still, people have sullied cartoons and anime for many years, and it's really irritating. Stop being so easily offended. Grow up. If this video has offended people, maybe this is a wake-up call. But also, it is also to get people on my side who support my idea of thinking. I have fought with many people online about content. Some of these things are not intended to be offensive. Maybe I'm being old-fashioned though, but it's not right to just feel to be easily offended by every little thing. Well, that's all the time I have for tonight. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.